Click Add Select Unit and choose the unit for the tenant. Next, enter the moved-in date. The software uses the moved-in date to determine how many months of payments to look for in determining if rent is past due and what the balance due is. For existing tenants, you need to pick the first due date that you want to start entering rental payments into the software as the moved-in date. Most people don't want to go back very many months, so they just enter a fairly recent due date as the moved-in date, and then enter the actual date the tenant moved in into the Unit History field on the Rental Unit Tracker record. This View button will take you directly to the tenant's unit record. Here's where you access the unit history. If all your tenants have the same due date, then you can enter a default moved-in date in the Tenant Tracker Prefs window. This View button will take you directly to the Tenant Tracker record for this unit's tenant. Click Prefs and then Tenant Tracker Prefs. For example, if you start using the software in March and you want to include historical data for January and February, then the default moved-in date should be January 1st. Then you can enter the actual moved-in dates on the individual Tenant Tracker records. If you have multiple tenants on one lease, you can list the other names in the Additional Lease Names field. If each tenant has their own separate lease, then click the Multiple Tenancy option on the Rental Unit Tracker record and add all the tenants from there.